Welcome to this Thinkific tutorial for beginners. In this video, you'll learn how to create and sell your first online course on Thinkific from scratch. We'll cover how to set up your course curriculum using chapters and lessons, add engaging content like videos, quizzes, and downloads, create a high converting landing page that actually sells, set up payments so you can get paid, publish your course, and everything else that Thinkific offers. By the end, you'll have a fully functioning online course ready to launch. But first, what exactly is Thinkific? Thinkific is one of the best platforms for creators who want to sell online courses, coaching, memberships, and digital products. It gives you everything you need in one place. Course hosting, payment processing powered by Stripe, landing pages, and even community features. It's designed to let you focus on creating great content while Thinkific handles all the technical stuff. Section 1. Getting started. If you haven't signed up to Thinkific yet, you can claim a 30-day free trial through the link in the description. You'll land on their pricing page. I'd recommend starting with the basic plan at $48 per month if you're just getting started. Click Start Your Free Trial on the plan you want, enter your email and click Continue. Then add your name, password, and choose your company size. Click Sign Up. You will need to enter a credit card for the free trial. They'll do an authorization charge, but you get that money back within a few days. After entering your payment details, they'll ask you some personalization questions, but you can skip these if you want. Just click Skip Personalization at the bottom. Section 2. Creating your course. Now here's where it gets interesting. We can start building your first course. From your dashboard, click Create, and then I'll select Course. You'll see an option to use AI to help generate a course outline, but I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch so you understand exactly how everything works, so I'll click Skip. You'll land in the course builder. First, let's change the course name. Go to Settings in the top navigation. At the very top, change New Course to your actual course name. I'll call mine LinkedIn Profile Optimization Academy. Click Save Settings. Now let's start creating the structure and adding content. Go back to Curriculum and refresh the page so you see your new course name. We'll organize everything into chapters, and each chapter will contain individual lessons. Click Add Chapter and name your first chapter. I'll call mine Chapter 1, The Basics. Make sure Set New Lessons to Draft by Default is checked so lessons don't accidentally go live. Click Save. Add a few more chapters to create your course skeleton. I'll add Chapter 2, Setting Up Your Profile, and Chapter 3, Creating Your First Post. You can drag and drop chapters to rearrange them if needed. Section 3. Uploading videos and creating lessons. Now let's add lessons to your chapters. Here's a tip that will save you tons of time. Instead of uploading videos one by one as you create lessons, go to Video Library in the left menu. Click Upload and you can upload multiple videos at once. This is much faster than uploading individually. Select all the videos you want to upload. This might take a few minutes depending on the size of your files. When those videos are done uploading, we can create our first lesson. Go back to your course curriculum and under Chapter 1, click Add Lesson. You'll see different lesson types: video, text, PDF, quiz, audio, download, multimedia, survey, and presentation. If you are on the Start plan or higher, you'll also see Assignment and Live. For this example, I'll choose Video. Give your lesson a title like Why LinkedIn Matters. Now, because we uploaded videos to the library, we can select them from the dropdown. Choose your video. You'll see the video preview here. Below the video, you can add text to summarize what students will learn. You can format this text with bullets, bold, and other formatting options. This is helpful for giving context or highlighting key points from the video. You can also add downloadable content. Click Add Download and upload a PDF, worksheet, or any file you want students to access. This could be templates, checklists, or resources that help students apply what they're learning. Next, scroll down to Lesson Settings. You can make this a free preview lesson if you want people to see it before buying. This is great for intro videos so potential students can see your teaching style and get a feel for how you teach. You can also enable discussions on this lesson so students can ask questions. I recommend turning this on. It creates engagement and helps you understand where students might be struggling. If you're on the Start plan or higher, you can make lessons a prerequisite, meaning students must complete this before moving to the next lesson. This ensures they follow your course in the right order. You can also make the video downloadable, but in most cases, you probably don't want to do that to protect your content. Click Save Lesson when you're done. Section 4. Customizing your videos. Now I want to show you something really helpful in the video library for customizing how your videos look. Go back to Video Library and click on any video you've uploaded. Here you can upload a custom thumbnail. You can create these in Canva to make your course look more professional. If you have transcripts, you can add closed captions by uploading an SRT file. You can then enable auto show captions. This makes your course more accessible and helps students who prefer reading along. You can also change the player appearance. Toggle always show player bar if you want the controls visible, and you can change the player color to match your brand. I'll change mine to this blue color to match my branding. Then to save some time, you can apply this color to all your lessons by clicking on yes right here. Section 5, Course Settings. Continue adding lessons to all your chapters until your curriculum is complete. Don't make your lessons too long. 3 short videos are better than 1 long lecture. Keep each lesson focused on one concept at a time. This keeps students motivated and gives them a sense of progress. Once you have the structure in place, it's time to customize how your course looks to students. Go to Settings and scroll down. First, upload a course image. This is the thumbnail for your course. Click Upload and select an image. Keep it professional and relevant to your topic. This image will show up on your landing page and anywhere your course is displayed. Add a short course description. This will appear on your landing page and in some dynamic elements. Keep it under 250 characters and make it compelling. Focus on the transformation students will experience, not just what's included. Under Course Player Appearance, you can choose between a light theme and dark theme. I'll keep it on light theme, but a dark theme can also look sleek and modern if that fits your brand. Toggle on Video Lesson Autoplay if you want videos to start automatically when students open a lesson. I like this option because it's one less click for students and keeps the momentum going. Here, if you are on the start plan or higher, you can also require students to watch a set percentage of videos before marking them complete. This ensures they actually consume your content and don't just click through. If you want to give students a certificate when they complete your course, you can set that up here as well. This adds extra value and gives students something to share on LinkedIn or their resume. One powerful feature in Thinkific is the ability to drip your content. This means releasing lessons on a schedule instead of all at once. This can increase course completion rates and keep students engaged over time. If you want to use this, click Enable Drip Schedule. And when you're done with choosing your preferred settings, click Save Settings. You'll now see a new Drip Schedule tab appear in the top navigation. Click on it and then create a drip schedule. You can choose different drip types by student enrollment date, by the actual date the student starts the course, or by a specific date. For example, if you select student enrollment date, you can then click on Chapter 1 and make it available immediately, Chapter 2 to unlock 7 days later, and Chapter 3 to unlock 14 days later. This paces the learning journey. Click on each chapter and set when its lessons should become available. Click Save when done. If you want all content available immediately instead, click on Delete in your drip schedule. For most beginner courses, I recommend making everything available at once so students can move at their own pace. Section 6. Pricing your course. Now that your course is built, let's set the pricing. Go to Pricing in the top navigation. By default, your course is set to free, but you probably want to charge for it. Click on One-Time Payment for a simple course purchase. If you're on the start plan or higher, you can also offer payment plans or subscription pricing. Payment plans let students pay in installments, which can increase sales for higher priced courses. Subscriptions work great for membership style courses with ongoing content. For a one-time payment course, enter your price. I'll set mine to $197. For enrollment duration, leave it blank if you want students to have lifetime access, or set it to a specific number of days like 365 if you want to limit access to 1 year. Later in this video, we'll also connect a payment gateway to actually receive the money. Click Save Primary Pricing and we're ready to move on. Section 7. Creating and customizing your landing page. Now that your course is built, you need a way for people to buy it. That's where your landing page comes in. This is the sales page that convinces people to buy. Your landing page should speak directly to your audience's goals and challenges and clearly show the transformation your course provides. Click on Landing Page in the top navigation. Thinkific will ask you to choose a theme preset. You can preview these templates and pick one that matches your style. I'll go with Professional. Now click on Customize your theme. You can use the designer picks or edit the palette manually to match your brand colors. Pick colors that are consistent with your personal brand or business. I'll select this blue palette, Click Save and Close. Now you're in the landing page editor. The landing page has several sections you can customize. First, we have the banner section at the top. I want to have a landing page with the video at the top because video sales pages convert much better than text-only pages. So I'll delete this section and then click plus and insert a banner video section. Now, if you click on the video, you can embed a YouTube link or pick a video from your video library. I recommend doing the second option. Then I'll change the headline to something compelling that speaks to my audience's goals or pain points. For example, build an optimized LinkedIn profile to attract recruiters from top companies. And here I'll add a subheading that expands on the benefit. This should highlight the specific problem you are solving. Go through this entire page and update everything to your needs. The curriculum here will be added automatically. Keep your landing page focused. Every section should guide visitors toward one action, enrolling in your course. Don't add distractions or too many options. Section 8, Page Optimization. Now for me, if I preview this page on mobile, you can see this text is way too big, but there is literally no way to change the size of this headline. That is the downside of Thinkific's landing page builder. There is very little customization. This makes it easy to use, but your landing pages will often only look good on desktop. Some sections do look better on mobile than this one. For example, if I switch to this other video section type, you can see this already looks better. So if you get a lot of mobile traffic and you want more freedom in how your landing page looks on mobile and desktop, I would recommend considering using a different platform. In the top right, click Page Settings to access SEO options. Here you can edit the page name and meta description. The page title appears in search results and browser tabs. Make it descriptive and compelling, around 50 characters. Add a page description that summarizes what students will learn. This helps with SEO and appears in search results. You can also change the URL slug here. Instead of new-course, make it something relevant like LinkedIn-profile-optimization. This makes your URL cleaner and more professional. Click Save when you're done. Now, if you want to change the fonts on your page, click on Landing Page Theme in the top right. Here, click on Fonts and update it to your preferred font. There's also an option to round your button corners. Some people like rounded, modern-looking buttons, while others prefer crisp, rectangular ones. Pick what fits your style. I like rounded corners. Click Save when you're happy with your branding. Section 9, Setting up payments. Before you can publish and start selling, you need to set up how you'll receive payments. Go to Settings in the left sidebar, then click Payments. First, you need to verify your email address. Check your inbox for a verification email from Thinkific and click the link to confirm. Once verified, come back to the Payments page and click Set up Thinkific Payments. Thinkific Payments is powered by Stripe, which is one of the most trusted payment processors in the world. Go through these steps and fill in your details. Click Agree and Submit when you're done. Stripe will review your information, which is usually done instantly. Once you're verified, you'll need to add your bank account details so Thinkific can pay you. Click Add Bank Account and enter your banking details. Section 10, Publishing and Sharing your course. Alright, we're almost ready to publish, but first we need to make sure our lessons are set to published, not draft. Go back to your course curriculum and open each lesson. In the top right of each lesson, uncheck Draft and save the lesson. Do this for all your lessons. Once all your lessons are ready, click Publish in the top right. You'll see two options, Publish Now or Set to Pre-Order. If your course is complete and ready to sell, click Publish Now. This makes your course live and visible to anyone who has the link to your landing page. If you want to test demand before creating all the content, you can set it to Pre-Order. This lets people buy now and get access once you launch. Click Publish Now and confirm. Congratulations! Your course is now live. Now that your course is published, let's get the link so you can start sharing it. From your dashboard, go back to Courses. Hover over your published course and you'll see a share icon. Click Share Your Course and copy the link. Open this link in a new browser tab to see your live landing page as a visitor would see it. Click Enroll Now to see the checkout page. This is where students will enter their payment information. Make sure everything flows smoothly. Now this default domain doesn't look very professional. To connect your own custom domain, go to Settings, click on Site URL, and then select Add Custom URL, enter the domain you own. You can either use your main domain by typing www or create a subdomain such as course.yourdomain.com. Before clicking Save, you'll need to add a DNS record. Go to your domain provider, in my case that's GoDaddy, and open the DNS settings. Click Add New Record and set the type to CNAME. In the name field, enter the subdomain you chose, for example www or course. In the value field, paste the URL you see here. Click Save. DNS changes can take a few minutes to propagate, so try clicking Save a few times until the connection is completed. Once it's verified, your site will be live on your professional custom domain. Section 11, Advanced Features. Now that you know the basics, let me show you a few advanced features that can help you sell more courses. First, coupons. Go to Sales in the left sidebar, then click Coupons. Click Create Coupon. Set the coupon name, the products it applies to, choose whether you want to give a percentage or set dollar amount off, and finally set the coupon code and click Create Coupon. Second, order bumps. If you have multiple products that complement each other, you can offer an order bump at checkout. This is an additional product offered at a discounted price right when someone is buying your main course. For example, if someone is buying your LinkedIn course, you could offer a content creation cheat sheet as an order bump for an extra $19. This increases your average order value. Third, bundles. Once you have multiple courses, you can package them together at a discounted price. Most top creators on Thinkific use bundles to increase revenue. To set this up, click Bundles, click Create Bundle, and select which courses to include. For this, you will need to be on the starter plan or higher. If you're just starting out and don't have an audience yet, consider creating a free digital download as a lead magnet. This could be a checklist, template, or a mini guide that solves a specific problem. Go to Products and create a digital download. Upload your PDF, set it to free, and create a simple landing page for it. When people sign up for the free download, you collect their email address, then you can email them with helpful tips and eventually promote your paid course to them. Email marketing is still one of the most effective ways to drive course sales. Thinkific integrates with popular email tools like MailChimp, Kit, and ActiveCampaign, so your tools work together. Section 12, Communities and Analytics. Another way to increase engagement and course completion is by adding a Thinkific community. A community gives your students a space to connect, ask questions, and support each other. Communities work great for membership models where you're providing ongoing value. When students have a place to discuss lessons and get support, they're more likely to complete your course and see results. And when students get results, they leave testimonials and refer others. Go to Products and create a community. You can offer this standalone or bundle it with your course. Now you can edit the way your community looks, who gets access, and how much it costs by clicking on the three dots of your community and then clicking Edit. As students start enrolling, you'll want to track how your course is performing. Thinkific has built-in reporting to help you see what's working. Go to Analytics in the left sidebar. Here you can see stuff like your total revenue, where your visitors are coming from, what your conversion rate is on different pages, and much more. Use this data to improve your courses and landing pages. If you notice students dropping off at a specific lesson, maybe that lesson needs to be clearer or broken into smaller parts. So you've built your course, set up payments, created a landing page, and published. That's a great start, but the real work is just beginning. Focus on getting your first 10 students. Offer a launch discount, share it with your email list, post about it on social media, or even reach out personally to people you think would benefit. Collect feedback from your early students. Ask them what they loved, what was confusing, and what results they achieved. Use this feedback to improve your course. Consider creating additional revenue streams like coaching sessions, done-for-you services, or advanced courses for students who complete your first one. If you use the link in the description, you'll get a 30-day free trial to explore everything we covered. Thinkific has a few more features that we didn't cover in this video. For example, you can create your own mobile app, you can set up a funnel and do email marketing. If you have questions about any of those features, feel free to ask in the comments. If this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.